Hey YouTube, it's Dave with Bitesize Business, and today we're going to talk about customer service businesses and how they work and how you can essentially use them to build your business. So, service industry and customer service, right? Let's just say you want to build a business within a business, right? Or essentially you want to build a business and you want to make money from it pretty quickly, and you're trying to wonder how to do so. Now, you'll find people like to be serviced, and the more you can service people and help them along there to find their goals, the more money you can make. For instance, a gym, which is known to help people get fit, get fitter, or build muscle, lose body fat, whatever, recovery, is great. And anything which helps supplement that is really good. So, for instance, if you find a gym and it's good for classes, it's doing really well. So let's just find the industries. So let's say this is the industry. This is the service. Industry, let's just say it's the gym, right? You go to a gym, you're working out, you're doing all these things, and you notice they're only selling things like Lucozade, Coca-Cola, Fanta, whatever, right? And you think to yourself, I don't fancy drinking something fizzy after I've just done my workout. I just burnt 200 calories. Why am I going to put that back on with a full fat Coke, right? A good business to put inside that would be, say, a smoothie bar, right? So you put a smoothie bar in the business, you decide, you know what, sorry, I'll start selling smoothies in this business, right? You're going to pay a small rent, but let's just say you can start selling smoothies in this business. Because people love a good protein shake, good protein smoothie, or whatever after their workout. And yeah, there's good, strong, reliable customer basis, and you start making money off the back of this gym, right? So you pay them a small rent, or whatever it is, and you want a smoothie business. So maybe give them free smoothies, whatever it is you decide. That's a good service to have inside a gym, okay? Inside one industry, okay? If you go to go to a hotel, yeah, and this hotel sells a lot of weddings. If you start selling sweets at this wedding, say, here's my business card. If you put my business forward to every wedding package which comes through, I will give you a finder's fee to promote my business for wedding favors. What might be sweets on the tables or whatever, and so you do wedding based stuff like wedding sweets or whatever, right? Okay, so the hotel get 50. Let's just say you charge £300, and yes, people do charge £300 to have sweets, kind of thing, right? And you give them £50 every time you get business off their business to do wedding sweets. That's a good service to have there, yeah. If you are a photographer, kind of thing, right? So, and it's once again, photographer. We'll tie into that. Same again, whether you're a DJ. All these things can tie into that, right? The point is, if you find an industry which is missing something, which you can provide something to that, you can essentially put a business inside that business and help it essentially evolve. Or at the same time, if this is your business and you don't have one of these, well, you're potentially missing out on extra income there, right? So, for instance, another one would be, in my opinion, let's just say another one with hotels. Because hotels are a big one, right? So, for instance, if you know that a hotel is struggling, or it's most of the time it's got empty beds, to that hotel, it's missing out on a lot of large revenue, right? So, for instance, if they've got half of their beds are empty every night, and they charge £50 per night, and then you can increase their stay night. So, for instance, more people staying in a hotel per night by, say, a quarter or whatever it is, you can essentially charge or get a cut of the brand new revenue they were never going to get, right? So, it might be a case of just increasing sales, right? So, if you can increase someone's sales for them. So yeah, the idea is that if you look at a business and you can help them in a way which generates revenue for you or for them or for both of you, that's where your service comes in, and that's how you essentially want to start doing stuff like that kind of thing. Hopefully that makes sense.